little Type R. We're going to turn this bad boy into a track car. Got quite a bit to do. All the interior's coming out. First things first is we're going to get the brakes right. So I'm going to replace the brake lines. So we've got metal brake hoses. Then disc and pads are coming off. Got some racing brakes to go on her. All in here. I've got loads of goodies in here to go on. Performance brakes. Semi-slick tyres going on there. Look. New wheels and tyres. So we've got these to go on. Be our track car tyres. Yeah. Let's get going.
Welcome back to the channel, Raw Talent Racing. So here we are looking at a Honda Civic Type R EP3 model. My good friend Craig owns CCP Auto Services in South London, and he's building a racetrack car, a track car basically to take to Brands Hatch for track days. And well, that gave me a few ideas, as you can imagine. I actually went to school with Craig, and he's been a mechanic ever since we left. Probably the best mechanic I've ever come across, to be honest, and I've met a few mechanics. But anyhow, Craig comes from a racing background. His dad used to own Santa Pod, a very popular drag strip in Bedfordshire, UK. He's very familiar to Brands Hatch and other tracks around the UK from previous track days, so he has a ton of experience. So about a month ago, when I saw Craig, I was getting a service on my car. I was telling him about GT7, the fact that I compete every week in top split races. I usually make the top 100 global rankings weekly, if not top 150 worldwide, with my qualifying times. So I showed him some clips from Brands Hatch. Then he mentioned that he was going to build a race car. So obviously my ears pricked up, and he said, well, if you're that fast in a sim racing game, let's see how fast you are in real life. So the question is, can you take your sim racing skills to a racetrack? So I thought, even though I've probably done thousands of laps at Brands Hatch, let's take a Honda Civic there, do some laps in cockpit view, because that's where we'll be, in a cockpit, and see how we get on. Now, I only added an exhaust, the roll cage, and some weight reductions to try and keep it similar to our real life Honda Civic Type R, which is running probably just over 200 brake horsepower, but it will basically be really light, because we're going to strip the whole thing out completely, put a roll cage in it. So I'm thinking, will we be able to do these kinds of times in real life compared to GT7? Maybe you have done something similar yourself, used a sim racing game to try and replicate a real life car, or vice versa, and if so, how did it compare? When you do track days at Brands Hatch, you basically do the smaller track version, the short track. So you have Paddock Hill, Druids Corner, Cooper Straight, Surtees, Clearways, and then back down the straight over the finishing line. So here we are in a Honda Civic, and as you can see, we've got CCP Auto Services slapped on the side of the car in conjunction with Raw Talent Racing. So here we are, we're looking at basically doing 10 laps, and I'm averaging 49 seconds around here. I managed to pull out a 48.9, and basically I was speaking to RTR Little's GP, who is one of the fastest in the world, definitely the fastest in the UK without a shadow of a doubt. If only he could dedicate more time to GT7, if he dedicated time like he like Rory or Key 25 doing 8 hours straight a day racing around Gran Turismo, then he would definitely be one of the fastest in the world. But Little's GP, he's actually made a track car before. A few years ago with some friends, he built an MX-5, and basically he said to me, as long as you get over the fear of crashing, then you'll be really fast around Brands Hatch. And so I was thinking to myself, I'm not planning on crashing. I didn't even think about that. So that's one thing to think about for sure. And it's not something I want to do. And at all costs, I'll definitely make sure I won't go off track for sure. But will we be doing these kinds of speeds? You know, will we be doing, you know, 70 miles an hour around here at clearways, and going into Paddock Hill? I think I'm pushing probably 90. I'm doing 120 on this straight. So how will it compare from sim racing to real life? Will we be able to withstand the G-forces? I know from go-karting experience that it's very draining once you get into a race car or a go-kart. After about half an hour, you realise how much of an effect it takes on the body, and you know, your hands are hurting, your neck's hurting from the G-forces. Will we be able to rotate the car like we do in GT7? I don't know, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and hopefully we can do this in real life. Pop down, I'm thinking if we can get under a minute, that would be a good result in the Honda Civic in real life. So possibly 10 seconds, maybe 5 seconds of what we're doing in Gran Turismo 7. Who knows? Will I be doing third round druids, you know, or will I be in second in real life? There's lots of questions to ask. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Also, Craig said that after we've done Brands Hatch, he wants to basically tow the car to Belgium and take it around Spa. So there's lots of things coming up in the future. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do to keep up to date with the journey of the Honda Civic Type R that my friend Craig is building, and it's given me the opportunity to do some laps at Brands Hatch. So I've snapped his wrist off, and I said, yeah, I'm definitely up for that, and you know, I'll help him as much as I can. I'm not a mechanic myself, but I'm willing to learn. I love cars, always have done, always loved racing. I'm a massive fan of touring cars, btcc, so doing something like this, you know, would be an epic journey. And like I say, we came to Brands Hatch just to see what it'd be like in cockpit view. It's not a view I'd use when I race in Gran Turismo 7, so it was just basically a nice way to have another look at the track. And from what I hear, maybe in real life the hills are a lot steeper. I've been to Brands Hatch many years ago, so I know when you're looking, you know, when you're going down Paddock Hill, round Paddock Hill, through Druids, it does look quite steep. And is that implemented in GT7? You don't really get that feeling, so we'll see, you know, we will see. And hopefully we can perform well and set faster times than Craig Phelps. He's obviously got a lot more experience than me on track cars, so I don't know. I mean, I've got a fast hatchback myself, I've got a VXR Corsa, but there's only so much you can push it on UK roads, and if I was to take that to a track, I'd need to get new wheels, new tyres, roll cage, strip out the back, and so on and so forth. And I haven't done that many miles on my VXR, so I'm not sure she's quite ready for that. Maybe I'll buy an old one, an older version of it, and maybe that's a project that we can do in the future. But in the meantime, what we'll do is help Craig in any way, shape or form that we can, help him get it on his track, and help him on his journey as well. You know, racing is a big, massive financial commitment, so let's see where the journey takes us. You know, hopefully it's just a bit of fun. and we don't have any problems, any car issues along the way. But yeah, looking forward to it. So if you've had any experience like this, let me know in the comments, or let me know your views, if you have any views about this particular topic. So lap 9 we did a 48.9, I believe. We did put 20 cars on the track, because on track days you will have cars there, they will hold you up. So I just put some random cars in there just to mix it up a bit. But yeah, let me know what you think, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, keep up to date on the journey, and don't forget to smash that like button, and hopefully I'll see you on track on GT7 soon.